Nintendo Man 64, bringing you the next episode of Kingdom Hearts Rebirth of Herp. In the last episodes, we took on the last of the Disney World's Riku and even stymied the great Lexaeus. But apparently, Zexy, who is not that sexy, has said that we are not worthy of facing Sora because we are still dark. And because of this, he has given us a challenge to go to the Destiny Islands and seek out Sora there. We no longer have Mickey available to us. I shit you not. We don't. This will be Riku on his own, testing his own skills and his own strengths against the wicked forces of chaos. And he has to go right back to the place where his misery all started. I never thought I'd miss the island wind so much. Funny. There was a time I couldn't wait to get off this rock. And now, I'm acting all relieved. Is that obligatory Final Fantasy cameos? Hey! What's with you guys? I don't think I've ever seen the three of you so quiet. Hello? Obligatory FF cameos? What, is there something on my face? Guys? Hello? Oh, they're gone. Guys? And he still doesn't understand that he's still a lonely, lonely little man. Oh well. Perhaps one day Riku will understand. Alright, it's time to show you guys what Lexaeus is... Oh, well there you go. I figured it wasn't going to work, but okay. Lexaeus' ability is Warp Break, where essentially, if you can complete a combo, it'll automatically eliminate an enemy, given if they haven't lost enough health or you get the drill. If they've lost too much health and they cannot, and obviously they're killed in one combo, the card is not useful, but hey, it's a quick and easy way to eliminate lots of pestering Heartless. It's extremely useful for grinding in this game, so I'm going to be using it as often as possible, hoping I can get at least a few of them to work. Now, you guys have to understand, remember, in this particular moment, we do not have King Mickey with us. So, if we run into any issues when it comes to fighting the bosses of this game, we could be in trouble. And the only way we have to heal ourselves is either finding those green health orbs in the map, using the Oogie Boogie card here to regain a little bit of health each time. Only works really good if you have lower health, or lesser health, or saving the game. Those are the only ways you can possibly regain health here. There's no King Mickey cards to back us up this time, so we have to be really careful. Now, this is not prevalent in the PlayStation version. I don't know why they changed that, but they just did. Like, Mickey is with Riku the entire time from after the first fight with Ansem. Which is weird, because you see that Mickey gives up a lot of his power to save Riku after the fight with Lexaeus and when Ansem's about to possess him again, but doesn't seem to affect him in the PlayStation version as much as it does, well, this version. But I don't know. I don't know, you guys. All I know I want to do is I just want to warpinate these guys away and then be good. The Destiny Islands deck isn't too bad, I should say. I mean, it's not particularly good for, dark mode exploiting, but It's not. It's better than Atlantica and Wonderland were, that's for sure. Those decks were putrid. And in case you're wondering, the decks, if I'm not mistaken, I think the decks in Wonderland was the same in the PlayStation version. Atlantica was only made slightly better. Like, it's like, I think there's like a couple of 6s randomly thrown in there. But I think the rest of the decks are basically pretty on the mark in terms of accuracy. At least in comparison. Alright. I think this is... No, I think the next world's Riku's largest, but this is definitely one of them. This is a particularly large world for Riku. Not in terms of, like, story, but in terms of just, like, how much shit you have to do and how much shit you have to go through. Because we essentially are at the last act of the game at this point, so... Basically, I just want to get rid of some doubles here. But since you're at the last point in the game, you're basically going to start fighting the last couple of bosses. And... I did want to bring it up when we got to that specific moment, but for some strange reason, I don't know why, in this particular game, you do not have a fight with Zexion. I think that's weird on a multitude of different levels, but the weirdest level being the fact that he is essentially Riku's Marluxia, and that being, since Marluxia was Sora's main enemy in Chain of Memories, he is technically Riku's main enemy, again, aside from Ansem. So, in this particular game, it is kind of weird not seeing Riku just restricted to not being there, so it's gonna feel weird when you're gonna see that there should have been a boss fight here, but there just wasn't, and it's kind of off-putting. But I don't know. I know you may think that I just spoiled the entire episode, like, hey, Zexion's not gonna have a boss fight, but granted, when I first played this game, since I played the Game Boy version before I played the PlayStation version, obviously, I really didn't have that many issues when it came to, like, understanding why Zexion didn't fight. I actually thought that he couldn't fight. Like, he was just one of, like, those master manipulators or something. Because I played this game when it came out, the Game Boy version. And I read the manga when it first came out. The Chain of Memories manga, which I actually do still have. In fact, I am bringing it with me when we move. But yeah, I had the manga, and the manga didn't really show that Zexion could fight. In fact, he was more or less like the master of illusions, and witchcraft, and all that, and why did I just use Ursula's? I never want to use Ursula's card. Ursula's card really does not help you here. Because Riku, generally speaking, with the exception of the last area, is not going to be fighting any magic-oriented monsters. Like, the only magic monsters... In fact, the only magic Heartless you fight in this game, if I'm not mistaken, are the Fat Bandits, which shoot fire, all four of those little salt and pepper shaker things, the Wizard in Hollow Bastion, and those two Atlantica Heartless. Well, chiefly the anglerfish in Atlantica, but other than that, everybody uses physical attacks in Riku's one, and it's not like you can use magic particularly well, and well, in Riku's story, because magic is only really prevalent in Sora's story, but I digress. I'm going off on a bit of a tangent.
My turn. Come on.
It did feel weird, I will say that, when I first played Chain of Memories. It did feel weird not having a Tarzan-themed world. Because, like, the Tarzan world sort of gave you a nice little break in between, like, main story events and stuff. Like, you took, like, the Tarzan world outside of just the general sealing the keyhole and stuff. It basically gave you a bit of a reprisal from Wonderland because, in case you don't remember, Alice was one of the 7 Princesses of Heart who was needed to open the door to Kingdom Hearts. So that Ansem used to try to take over the world, and Maleficent too, can't forget her. And since Wonderland is the first world you visit outside of Traverse Town, and Alice gets kidnapped, you're like, oh no, what's gonna happen? Like, is something gonna happen to Jane now? And it's like, no, nothing really happens because even Maleficent doesn't view the world as that important. Even though Jafar rightfully panics when he's like, but the boy is a problem. He found one of the keyholes. And Maleficent's like, oh, don't be a bitch. Like even if you did Tarzan's world after doing Olympus, it's still a bit of a reprisal, because even then you had that big fight with Cerberus, and it's like, and you're like, oh my god, I just need a bit of a break, and then you get the break, and it's nice. I'm just saying, I like nice. I like nice things. It doesn't give you like just like Wonderland and then Olympus and then boom, Agrabah. It's just like it gives you the little bit of a reprisal, and you do that little ring, and then you go back to Traverse Town and you get the warp gummies, and then that warps you to Agrabah, and it's like that makes you feel like you accomplished a little bit more, but I don't know. And I don't even know why I just thought of how I feel bad for the Tarzan world getting the shaft, because I don't feel bad for the Tarzan world getting the shaft, mostly because, well, I just don't really care. Because the Barreau family has been, or Barreaus, whatever, has been infamously known for wrecking anybody that wants to use the Tarzan name, you know, instead of doing anything themselves, but whatever. Please tell me I have the right cards. Okay, good, I do. Alright, let's use you. And you. I'll get on my Tarzan tangent another day. Maybe if I play a Tarzan game. Kyrie, hey, it's Big Red. How is she doing? Big Red, how are you doing? Hey, Kyrie, don't tell me that you... Ugh. No, no, no! Surely you knew this would happen. Did I? Did I, sexy who's not quite sexy? Whatever. Why would I know that? You've been to a number of worlds in your memory before this one. And in those worlds, you met only dark beings. That's all that's left in your heart. Dark memories. Your memories of home are gone. Each and every one. That's a lie. I remember everyone from the islands. Tidus and Selphie and Waka. My obligatory Final Fantasy cameos. Kairi and Sora too. They're my friends. And who threw away those friends? Maybe it's your own actions that you forgot. You destroyed your home. This is that night. The islands you grew up on were sundered and scattered. Many hearts were lost to the darkness because of what you did. No. You hated being an islander, cut off from other worlds. So you opened the door to darkness and destroyed the islands. You did that, and now you belong to the darkness. Look at what you are. Look, just so I don't have to fight. Bitch, that looks more like Sora than it does me. Whatever. May as well kick its face in. Ready, Riku? Let's do this. This is our fight with Darkseid. He is not that tough. In case you did not watch my original Kingdom Hearts Let's Play, Darkseid is the dark part of Sora's shadow, and we fought it quite a few times in the original Kingdom Hearts game. We even fought it a couple of times in Coded, and I believe we fought it once in Days. So it's a Kingdom Hearts staple to fight a Darkseid Heartless every now and then. But, again, it's pretty straightforward. All you gotta do is bash his brains in. It's the only way to do damage to him in this game, at least. Usually all you have to do is just whack his hand or something along those lines. I prefer to do damage to the head because even before this game, I figured that doing more damage to his head, or doing damage to his head, did a lot more damage, and sure enough, it does. Attacking his hand is sort of like when you attack Lexius without being in dark mode, and he loses only like little bits of health here and there. At least this time around, you have a way to do that without being in dark mode. And to be honest, I don't think we're gonna need dark mode. I mean, we're getting close to it, I can see that, but... Oh, Jesus! Oh, thank God. Oh, lordy. I almost ran Riku right off the map there. Alright, a little bit more, and... Oh, nope, not yet. Alright, fine, we'll use darkness. I call upon the powers of the dark. Oh, that didn't work. Well, almost there. There we go. Alright, and Darkseid is down. Get a decent amount of experience from him, and we level up, so we should definitely give ourselves a nice boost here. And give me more health, because apparently I need it, since Mickey's gone now. Huh? Oh, hey, it's Sora! How you doing, buddy? Sora? Stop it, Sora! Don't you recognize me? I'm not Bitch Riku! I mean Prick Riku! Yeah, I recognize you. I can see exactly what you've become. Ugh! Look at you. Shrinking away from the light. You're not Riku anymore. You're just a pawn of the dark. So be it. It's time for you to face the light. And Riku's dead. Yay! That Riku in Kingdom Hearts 2, he was nothing but a What do you call it? A clone! There you go. See? He's fading into the light. Goodbye, Riku. You won't fade. Hey, it's Kairi! She's back! But somehow, I don't think you're Kairi. You're too smart to be Kairi. You can't fade. No power can defeat you. Not the light, not the dark. So that means Riku's invincible, or is it because he has plot armor? I don't know. So don't run from the light, and don't fear the darkness. Both will make you stronger. Darkness, too? God, I love Riku's expressions. They are the most over-the-top ever. Especially darkness. Because that power is yours alone. The darkness in your heart is vast and deep. But if you can stare into it unflinching, you'll never know fear again. Ooh. All this time I've been pushing the darkness away. Just be brave. Know that the darkness is nothing to fear. Do that, and you'll gain strength unlike any other. You'll be able to escape the deepest darkness. And I'll be able to see through the brightest light. Follow the darkness, Riku. It'll show you the way to the friends you miss. Ooh, give in to the dark. Nice. Aw, but can I face them? You don't want to? Oh, that might be Kairi. She does seem sweet like that. You know I do. And I will. The darkness, my darkness, will show me the way. Darkness, awaken! Bitchin'! I got me a sexy skirt! Impossible! Oh, I should have known it was you. How did you find me in the light? 'Cause I'm motherfucking Riku, and that's what I do. You reek of the dark, even the light can't block out the smell. Ha! Riku says you smell. I followed the darkness right to you. After all your protest, you're still just another darkling. Ah, here was where the fight should have been, but whatever. I know who I am. Since when? You were terrified of the dark before. Oh, really? Watch this, then. Chicka chicka boom boom, chicka chicka boom! No, hypocrite. Are you calling yourself that, or what? He got away, little bitch.